Right guys, it looks like Cheers token is looking quite bearish at the minute. The only saving grace that we have so far is in fact the bottom of the larger rectangular box. In fact, it is on a 4-hour chart, so it looks like we've got a better case scenario of the yellow line over here being the support. Only until we break the support, I can see us going even much further down to the ground, or at least retest in a bottom range over here. How much percentage will that be? Guys, that is still quite a bit of move to the downside. We could be expecting around about, yeah, like 103% move to the downside. However, until we see a bullish green candle forming over here, like let's say for example we see a green candle, the current one becomes bigger than its red candle, then we could argue that that should be a at least bullish continuation back to the recent high, which would be up here. But ultimately we want to see ourselves to get back into this zone up here above this larger rectangular box, because we're currently not out of the dugout, and it looks like if we do retest the support line, we could see a lot more move to the downside. But to stay bullish, we just need to at least continue within this range, but at least on the upper side of the rectangular box rather than down the bottom. Because once we do break down from here, guys, yes, we could be looking at 100% move to the downside. And that's not the end of the world. It's all about accumulating coins in order for us to reap rewards once we see that blast off to the upside. So yes, so with Cheers token, it's not looking too healthy at the minute, unlike most of the meme coins out there right now, which I'll be covering in this video. Hello and welcome back to Total Crypto for another video. Yeah, so guys, it's not looking too great at the minute, but then again, your goal will be to accumulate more if you are a hodler. If you're an intraday trader, my only suggestion for you, even though it's not financial advice, I would wait to see a larger green candle forming right over here, and if so, your first target should be at this top area over here, or the last high over here. So if I pull out the measuring tool, you will see exactly from where we are to around about there. It will give us approximately about a 56% move to the upside. So that's not too bad, guys. You put in $100, you get $56 back. So if you put $200, then yes, guys, you can do the maths. But either way, this will be like a short-term trade from down here to there. But if you're adding more to your bags, guys, you can still add more to your bags from here, with a view to eventually get ourselves back up to the last all-time highs, which would be roughly around about here, because I always like to measure from the top of the body of 323% move to the upside. Otherwise, if you use the top of the wick, that's another 490% move to the upside. That's not too shabby of a return. But guys, when you're trading an investment, just remember that you are in risk of losing out all of your monies. But then again, you want to make sure that when we do drop down even further, that you do not exit your trade. Reason being, and it's not financial advice, reason being because you don't want to exit in a loss. If anything, just stay calm and patient. We are going through the Bitcoin halving. The rest of the crypto space will be dragged down to the ground. How much further? Who knows, guys? To be fair, I don't really care. The further it drags back down, the more I can accumulate and earn more as we see the bull season kicking in soon. And yeah, that'll be it so far, guys, for the Cheers token. Quick technical analysis to let you guys know that we are still looking quite bearish. This is the last saving grace, or the last saving line for Cheers token, the yellow line. If you fall down, that's over 100% move to the downside. If we move back up, or at least retest the second blue line up here, then that will give us a 119% move to the upside. So just wait until we see a confirmation of this current candle over here. As long as there's a larger green candle than the last red, then we should be at least continuing to the upside and reacting to this zone first before pumping even further higher. So that is just my quick technical analysis on Cheers. So why don't we move over to Wojak. Wojak is looking a lot more healthier than Cheers token, because as we can see structurally it looks very good actually. We've broken up higher from this high over here. However, we came back down. We didn't quite retest the support line. We fell straight through. But ever since, we've been ranging it for a little while before ultimately choosing a direction, whether we go much further to the downside or at least retest from this breakout down over here. If that isn't the case and we do push up a little bit higher, or at least to the top of this rectangular box over here, then that should give me a bullish confidence that we should be heading our way back up to the top of this box over here. Now in terms of percentage, if I was to get into this trade from here to there, I should be expecting anywhere, or we should be expecting anywhere region of 45% to 54% move to the upside. However, I would like to wait for a 3-2-1. I would like to wait for a green candle to at least poke slightly above from this area over here, from the very top of this rectangular box. Then I'll be looking for a trade to that top side between 45 to around about 50% move to the upside. Reason why, because we made this move to the downside. We then gone sideways from here only until we break the very top of this rectangle box. Would I remain bullish to go in for a trade to at least that 45% move to the upside? That would be quite a decent short-term trade, but when you're hodling this coin, you want to be adding more whenever we go sideways, especially if we're below the all-time highs. Then we should be expecting a much bigger push coming in for Wojak. Is a popular choice for the meme space, and I can see a lot more growth coming in for Wojak. I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes one of the millionaire makers within the meme space, because I don't believe all meme coins will do that, but there are some few exceptions that can still make you bag loads of monies. Wojak is, I reckon, is definitely one of them, but I could be proven wrong. But we can only find out as the bull season kicks in. We can easily do 100x from here, and maybe even more, depending just how volatile the bull season will be once it kickstarts. So until then guys, we're looking a lot more healthier, and my quick technical analysis would be that we just need to wait until we're slightly breaking above from this area over here to go for a trade to the upside. Otherwise, if we could come back down, we should be expecting at least a move back to the area where we initially broke out to make this larger move to the upside. But let's see how we react firstly in this area. So once we break it down, you follow the trend. If you break to the up, you follow the trend. You get the gist. So there's nothing else to report when it comes down to Wojak, because it's looking fairly nice. Now let's move over to Success Kid. Success Kid is also looking very bullish actually guys. Let me just expand the chart a bit more. Yeah, it's looking a lot more bullish because we started off quite high. Well, that's the inception of the coin. Then we came back down. We then ranged it for a little while, but obviously we made that move to the upside. But guys, look at this. Can you imagine? Let me just zoom out a little. Look at this guys. This is what's mentioned in my last video guys. Anyone who gone in to this trade, or at least hodled to the point where you saw that your portfolio easily went up to buy or more than 5 times, I hope you took profit. Oh, look at this guys. It came crashing back down and it found its the normal 3-2-1, and it found its the floor again before starting moving sideways again. There was some life pumping into Success Kid, that is for sure. I can see a lot more bigger gains coming in. It actually reached all the way up to 50 cents guys. How insane is that? There's a lot more room for growth when it comes down to Success Kid. I can see a lot more of money flowing into this particular meme. It's not a financial advice. All I'm saying is try to diversify in your portfolio by having several coins, because you just don't know which one will give you more than 100x. And I reckon Success Kid can easily hit $1 in this bull season. In fact, we've actually wicked 50 cents. That's only halfway of $1. I can see a lot more moves coming in for Success Kid. I'm not telling you to ape in right now, but if you are looking to trade, guys, this could be quite an easier setup, because one, we just need to make sure first we do break above this red candle over here, which we currently are with the green candle, the current green candle right over here. As long as we hold this green candle to be higher than the red one, that means I'll be looking for an entry on the next candle, and as soon as I see the next candle forming, I'll enter it for a target at least to that top move over here. That should give me an approximately, check it out guys, at least 30% move to the upside. Not too shabby, right? But what if we do actually blast past over here and then we continue going up? Even if I hold this, even if I enter this trade and my target was at that 50 cent mark, guys, that would be quite a sick move from the current price. So let's say we go from here all the way to around about that 50 cent mark. That will give me 470% move to the upside. Not too shabby, right? But luckily I am actually accumulating this coin as it is, so this trade will just be for like intraday trading style, which means that once I do get any kind of profit from this trade, I'll just be taking it out and using it to deploy it on, so I can expose myself to more meme coins to get more gains. So that is the technical analysis so far on Success Kid. It looks very bullish so far, and it looks to continue to be quite bullish only until we do break down below, much further below here. That could be cause for concern for a short term, but if you're a hodler, you're just accumulating a lot more of your bags. The only one thing that I would say that's a caveat is this gap over here. If we do come down, at least if we fill this gap, but we continue our way to the upside, then I wouldn't fear anything, guys. If you do come back down here or wick down here, just add more to your bags, because we should be moonshotting very, very soon when I come down to Success Kid. So let's move over to the next one. And if you'd like to gain access to my Patreon, guys, go into my info section, you'll find a link to my Patreon where I've got 3 memberships that you can choose from. Just a quick info. There's a Crypto Friends shout out for $1.50. We get shout out within every video that I produce on YouTube. Otherwise, you can join Total Crypto Family at £4.50, where you get early access to all of my contents. Also be a part of the Patreon only voting power and the posting and messaging to me directly. Otherwise, if you like to learn on how to trade, manage your risk management, but most importantly learn how to structure your trades on a day-to-day basis, then this membership will be for you at $17 per month. So I'll leave it there, guys. Let's head back into the video. Coq Inu is looking not too shabby, guys. A lot better than what I expected in the last few days ago, because I thought we might be going down to the ground, because we actually, let me just expand that a little bit, we've actually broken down below this level over here at one point, as we can clearly see from the chart. Let me just widen that so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so we did actually broken down below here, which would have been a cause for concern for us to come back down to retest that much bigger pull to the downside. However, in one of my last videos of Coq Inu, even in the last video, the larger video 321, even in the last video, I did state that we saw a double bottom. That should give us a confidence. That should be a move to the upside. We saw that double bottom, which is a bullish sign. And I did say in the last video, if we do put this area over here, then we should be expecting at least a retest back up to the zone right there. Only until we see us breaking above this level here, that means the next high should be, or the next highs should be up here. Reason why, let me just duplicate this quickly or clone it, because this area here is where we see a lot of liquidity, because we saw so many like candles here, there, a bit of wicks here. There's been so many touches in this zone, so that can be the next level of resistance. So that means once we do come back from here, so once we break out from here and retest this high, this will be an all important area. It depends how we react in this zone. If we were able to go straight up, break through this resistance, then our next level should be, yep, right over here. And this is another important area for us to break through in order for us to be in even more of a bullish case scenario. But ultimately, guys, it's starting to wake up and looking very healthy, and that these would be the respective areas that I'll be looking for to see a confirmation of us breaking even higher than here in order for us to be in a safe zone and eventually retesting our all-time highs of up here. So right now, guys, we're just seeing some life being pumped back into Bcoq Inu. So definitely keep an eye, add more to your bags for that moonshot right to the top over here. Once that happens, I won't say if, because eventually it will definitely be going back up there. It's not financial advice, it's telling you exactly what I see and what I've been doing for the longest. From there to there, it will give you approximately 589% move to the upside. That is not too shabby, but then again, there's a lot more moves coming in. I made some pretty crazy predictions for Bcoq Inu in my previous video. You may go check them out, but that ultimately also depends on what happens to the next token, Coq Inu. Now, Coq Inu is looking quite healthy now, actually. I did say in my last video that we should come back to retest in this area over here, because we went down, we've gone back up. If we then continue to push to the upside, we would expect at least another retest of that support line over here, which is almost exactly what happened. And guess what, guys? This low here is actually much lower than this region over here, which gives us an even bullish confidence that we should be heading away at least to retest back up into this area over there. And once this does happen, from where the current price to the very top of this, it will give us approximately 26% move to the upside. And if we do push any higher from here to at least the last higher high, that should give us anywhere between 47 to 48% move to the upside. So guys, it's looking very healthy so far. Bcoq Inu, once we do see that blast off at least from here to retesting that last all-time high, it should take Bcoq Inu higher as well. So yeah, so far we have Chief Token not doing so well. We then have Wojak doing not too shabby for itself, actually. Success Kid is looking still pretty bullish. Bcoq Inu still got a bit to go, whereas Coq Inu is looking quite decent so far. Right, guys, so this concludes the video. I hope you do find this useful and informative. If you've got any suggestions or comments, leave that in the comment section. But until then, guys, if you haven't done so, do me a favor, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you'll be updated with all my videos. And if you haven't done so yet, or subscribe to me, subscribe right over here. And if you haven't done so already, you may check out the videos here and there. And I'll see you all in the next one.